All right, welcome guys. Today's video finds us over here in Ayutthaya, and we're going to take a look at Wat Sam Wihan, which is the monastery of the three preaching halls. That's what the Wihan is the preaching hall. This temple here hosts a massive chedi that's visible from pretty much everywhere in the city, and it also has some pretty cool looking Ayutthaya style buildings, and it supposedly has a 600-year-old reclining Buddha. So we're going to take a look around this temple, and we're going to see what we see. So there is the chedi. We're going to look at it last. And then the main buildings over here. Here's the chickens. And here is the ordination hall. And then over there, there's a white Buddha, and then a couple buildings, and then it has the reclining Buddha over there. So this is the ordination hall. As you can see, it has the marker stones, and then it has all the detail work all around this building. It's kind of funny. This is not the actual reason I want to come to this temple, but we're going to still check it out. There's quite a bit of stuff here that I want to see in this temple. So we have a temple kitty. Meow. He's over here guarding the front. And right here is the ordination hall. Oh, sorry, Cap. Whoa, cool. Monk coming out. So this is the Buddha image in here. And this one here has some nice murals. They're not the old Ayutthaya style that with the faded and everything, so they've been redone pretty recently. They're still pretty cool. I love seeing all of these murals and everything. So you can see the Buddha has the umbrella over him. And the monks right here, this is where the monks will sit when they do their ceremonies. And you can come up and get a blessing and stuff from it if you're Buddhist. You can see all the murals of the teaching of the Buddha and everything else. So we're just in time, so the monks will start gathering up, all the monks that are in residence at this temple. They're going to come and have a little ceremony. So they're starting to all come into this hall. Let's go over there and see if we can see the reclining Buddha now. And here's the white Buddha. It's in between the prayer hall and the ordination hall. And then they have the other Buddhas over here. And it's pretty cool. It's got they built a roof over it, and right behind it is where that main chedi is at. Okay, so here we are. This is the old hall that has that reclining Buddha in it. And you can see here that's the Ayutthaya style building. And there's the feet of the Buddha. Looks like they're doing just a little bit of renovation here in the hall. And you can see the Buddha. They have it wrapped in the gold cloth. Let's get up there by its head. This is pretty cool. So the way they advertise this is that this Buddha is 600 years old, which is pretty amazing. Now, at this temple itself, it has so much history. On here, you can go up and you can stick the gold leaf on the Buddha. Taksin studied at this temple when he was small. Also, Rama I studied at this temple. And there is the head of the Buddha. And there's accounts of, at this temple, the first time the Burmese invaded, the War of the White Elephants. Because there was a dispute. The Burmese wanted 4 white elephants, and Thailand refused to give them that, and so Burma invaded. And then whenever they got here, they captured this little temple grounds, and they set up their base to invade the rest of Ayutthaya. And then in the second time, whenever the Burmese came, they used this also as a site to invade the island of Ayutthaya. And accounts say that they set up their base camp here on the temple, and then they used it to fill up the canal, and then they mined underneath the fortifications of Ayutthaya and put wood underneath it and then burned it to weaken the defenses. So there is quite a bit of history from this temple. So they actually have a little platform that you can come up right here and stick the gold leaf on the Buddha. And then you can see here all the detail work underneath it. And then the back side of this Buddha, it's all draped in the cloth. But pretty cool. So you can see the hair of the Buddha, fingers, all that stuff, and the top knot up here. And then you can walk along here and stick the gold leaf wherever you want. Now this says it's Wat Sam Wihan, which is 3 Wihans. And 2 of them are still standing. One of them has been destroyed too much and cannot be repaired. Okay, so let's go outside and let's check out that chedi now. Now it's hard to see very well because they have some awnings and stuff built to cover up this this little building. But it's quite cool inside. I really like it. They have the heavy wooden doors and just a really nice place. They have trees, all of that built around. But you can see it a little bit from this side over here. So you can see how it's bowed in the middle, which is like the Late Ayutthaya style. And they have some pictures up showing what these buildings used to look like after the fall of Ayutthaya, and they're in pretty bad repair. Yeah, they have these pictures here showing. So this is the Wihan here that has the reclining Buddha in it, and then this is the ordination hall, and you can see what they look like when they started to restore them. We got another little temple cat here, a little tiny kitten. Kitty, 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 kitty. Are you a good kitty? Are you a good kitty? You want some chicken? Kitty wants to play a little bit. You want to play, kitty, kitty? Yeah, there's a whole bunch of cats. This temple probably has 50 temple cats running around. All right, let's look at the chedi. And this is the side of that ordination hall again. The monks got the ceremony going now. They have the door closed and you can hear them in there chanting. But this is a fantastic building. Too bad the third building that's this temple is named after has been destroyed. But it is what it is. I mean, time takes its toll on all of this stuff. And if they don't use them, then it falls apart. Here's the marker stones, and they're quite massive here. A lot of times they're, I don't know, 1/10 of this size, but they have a bunch of them. And then you can see the front of this building and see the seated Buddha and all the gold work and everything. Okay, so we're back over here at this chedi. And this is what draws you into this temple, is you see this. And it is quite massive. You can see it's bell-shaped, and then it has like the plaster work right there. You can see it has like the lotuses, and then it has a square right underneath the top of the chedi. And then it's sitting on a rectangular base. And I believe this is like a middle Ayutthaya style. I could be mistaken. But I thought the later Ayutthaya style would have like a 12-sided base. But this is very nice also. Definitely worth just coming to take a look at this. And that big white seated Buddha, there's 3 more. I mean, there's 4 total around it. There's 1 in the front, and then 3 more are along the back. And then you can see the old wall of the temple. It's a small wall. Most of the walls are quite a bit bigger than that. And then you can see right here from it, right to the chedi. And you can see how much plaster was on there. It's like 3 inches of plaster that was on the outside of it. And then over here, the monk's tending to his garden. And he's got a little temple kitty cat with him. And you can see he's been pulling weeds and stuff over here, growing his bananas. Pretty cool. And then look right up, one last look at this chedi. You can see some of the plaster work right here, and then you can see how it's getting overgrown with the trees. And then right there, right at the base of the top, there's still some of the plaster left. And it's like 6 inches thick or so, and the rest of it is falling down. So it'd be nice if the temple had enough money that they could kind of restore this, but hey, it is what it is. Oh, my little kitty cat friend came over. What, kitty kitty? Do you want a snack? Okay, so over here in the back corner of the temple is a nice little shrine. It has Taksin. Since Taksin was pretty important, and he also studied at this temple as a young boy. So they have a shrine dedicated to him. And a little bit more of this temple, they have all the bell towers and drums and everything. And that's just back here in the corner. And since it's Thailand, motorcycles go everywhere. All right, guys, so that finishes up our little video over here at Wat Sam Wihan, the monastery of the 3 preaching halls. This is a nice temple. It's cool. I like the big chedi outside, and then that old 600-year-old reclining Buddha is really quite cool to see. Now, too bad the monks were setting up for the ceremony, so we didn't get to spend too much time in the ordination hall, but it was still pretty cool. This temple has a lot of history, you know, with the former king studying here, the Burmese invasion twice. I mean, pretty much everything in Ayutthaya has something to do with Burma, since they were kind of impactful on the old capital, to say the least. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, make sure you click like and subscribe to my channel. If you're new here, this is the kind of stuff I do. I go and I look at old temples. I tell you a little bit about what I know about them, and just show you kind of what is here. Now, I show a lot of these temples because Thai history has a lot to do with this. Most of the old buildings were made out of wood, and you know, termites and the jungle destroys those. And so what you see that's left is a lot of these old brick buildings, and that was generally, you know, the temples. The temples were made out of brick. So I show you a little bit of that through the temples. So anyway, that's what I do. If you like it, make sure you subscribe. Subscriptions let you know when I post a video. If you're subscribed, you get the new content notifications and you can see what I do. It also is a way to support my channel. If you want to support me, the subscriptions is an easy way to do it. And leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. If you like these kind of videos, or if you want me to do something different, leave me a comment. If you've been here, tell me that also. I would like to know. Or if you have a question, just ask me. Sometimes I forget to say what I know while I'm making the video. So just a quick question makes it to where you can find out some extra information. I'll be happy to answer. So anyway, guys, from Ayutthaya, remember, life is a journey. Until next time, enjoy.